Hello everyone, a very good afternoon to one and all. Welcome back to my channel. So as I said, in this class we are going to study the new topic, that is types of RNA. I think you all are very familiar with the RNA, that is nothing but one of the it is the nucleic acid and also the genetic material which acts as, especially in the lower organisms, especially in the viruses, right? So where this RNA stands for ribonucleic acid. So what are those types of RNA which we are going to study today is, they are like this, see. With the first one is rRNA. So rRNA is nothing but, with this R stands for the ribosomal RNA, and the second one is tRNA, where T stands for the transfer RNA, and also it is called as the adapter RNA and also the soluble RNA. And the third one is, that is mRNA, but this M stands for the messenger RNA, and the next is, that is scRNA. So scRNA stands for the small cytoplasmic RNA, which helps in the signal recognition, and the one more is snRNA, with the SN stands for the small nuclear RNA which is present in the nucleus. So in this particular video we are just going to study this one kind of RNA, that is rRNA, which stands for the ribosomal RNA, that is ribosomal ribonucleic acid. So why the name is ribosome here? The word itself will suggest that because with the ribonucleic acid, that is the RNA, with the RNA there will be the association of what? The ribosomes. Clear? Hence the name, the ribosomal RNA. So when we hear the word ribosome, what we will get in our mind? It's nothing but they are the what? Factories of what? Proteins, right? Which prepare the proteins. That particular aspect will come into our mind. Before that, when we look after the structure of the ribosome, how it will be? It will be composed of the two subunits, right? That is one larger subunit and another is smaller subunit. Yes or no? So the ribosome structure, when we look at it, it will be composed of the two subunits, where the one is larger subunit and another one is smaller subunit, right? But these two subunits, they should get intact, right? They should be attached. See, can you see that where this larger subunit is on or overlapped on this smaller subunit? With the help of what? What made them to get intact? So it is due to the, or with the help of magnesium. The magnesium will help these two subunits to get attached or intact. Clear? And coming to the ribosomes, especially in case of the prokaryotes and eukaryotes, we can see 70S kind of ribosomes in prokaryotes. At the same time, we can observe 80S kind of ribosomes in eukaryotes, right? This is known for you all people, right? So what is this S then here? The S stands for what here? So this S is nothing but the sedimentation. What it is? S stands for the sedimentation coefficient. So what's the use of this S and why we are writing S? And why we are calling it as the 70S ribosome and the 80S ribosome? Yes, the S, as I said, the S stands for the sedimentation coefficient. It acts as the SI unit. Okay, it just acts as the SI unit. Why? What is the need? What it will measure? If at all, if I say it is the SI unit or it acts as the SI unit, what it does is it measures the density and also the size of the ribosome. Hence, we call it as the sedimentation coefficient, where it measures the size and the density of the particular ribosomes. Clear? This S can be asked in your MCQs and also some CET also. So this is about the structure of what? Ribosome. See here, as we wrote in prokaryotes, we can see what 70S kind of ribosomes. But see what we are focusing on? We are focusing on the ribosomal RNA, right? Yes or no? And we said that the ribosome is nothing but the factory of protein, right? Where it will help in synthesizing the proteins, right? So here we can sense that here is the association or the function with the help of two bodies, that is the proteins as well as the rRNA. Clear? So how it will enact? Before going to that, see, if I say in case of 70S, we can see the three different rRNA. For example, we can in case of 70S, we can see that 23S rRNA and 5S rRNA and also the 16S rRNA. Clear? So these 23S rRNA, 5S rRNA, 16S rRNA are nothing but the ribosomal RNAs which are absorbed in the what? The prokaryotic cell, that may be the bacteria. And coming to the 80S, that is the eukaryotic cell, we can observe the four kinds of different rRNA. Those are 28S rRNA, at the same time 5S rRNA, 5.8S rRNA and 18S rRNA. So in eukaryotic cell we can observe four different kinds of srRNAs, that is nothing that is 28S rRNA, 5S rRNA, 5.8S rRNA and the 18S rRNA. Can you see the common thing in between these two, prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell? Yes, we can see. What is that? The 5S rRNA. Because in both the prokaryotic and the eukaryotic, we are able to notice which kind of RNA, that is 5S rRNA. Why? Because they are present. So this may be asked in your MCQs. Okay, clear? So note down the different types of srRNA which are present in both the prokaryotes and also the eukaryotes. Clear? So this is about the basic information about the structure of the ribosome and the types of rRNA present in the prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell. Is this clear? Okay. So now we'll move on to the next topic, that is how this rRNA is formed. Where this rRNA is formed. Okay. See, now we'll learn that. Because we know that all kinds of RNAs are formed with the help of a process called transcription. Where the transcription will take place? The transcription will take place in the nucleus, right? So now we'll see where this particular rRNA can be synthesized. Okay, see, have a look over here. Can anybody guess the structure which I am going to draw here? What is this? This is the structure of the nucleus, right? These are the nuclear pores. Okay. So this is the structure of what? Nucleus. And here what will be there? Think this is the nucleolus. What is this? This is nucleus. Right. And what is this? This is nucleolus. Yes or no? Yes. Here what will be there in the nucleus? As I said, transcription. How the transcription will take place? From the what? From the double-stranded DNA, what we will get? A single-stranded RNA, right? Yes or no? Yes. See here, the DNA is doing the transcription. So here what we got? Think if we get here the mRNA and here the rRNA and here again the tRNA. So can you notice that in this particular nucleolus we can see that I have wrote rRNA. Clear? So it says that the rRNA is transcribed only in the nucleolus but not in the nucleus. Clear? So if anyone asks you where this particular rRNA is transcribed, you can say that in the nucleolus. Yes, after the transcription, once this rRNA is formed, it will go and move out and suspend in the what? Cytoplasm or the cytoplasmic pool. Clear? So this is the location where this rRNA will be transcribed or synthesis. Clear? So now as we said that ribosomal RNA, and we know that some of the ribosomes will be present in the nucleus also. And have you heard that with this rRNA, ribosomal ribonucleic acid, right, subunit has to be formed. At the same time, the ribosome is obviously associated with what? Proteins. So here there are no proteins in the nucleus, right? So how these proteins will enter this particular rRNA and how ribosomes will be here? We know that. But how the proteins will move here? See, in the cytoplasmic pool, we can see a numerous number of proteins. What we can see? Numerous number of proteins. Right? The proteins will be suspended in the cytoplasmic pool. What these proteins will do is they will move into the, if this is the nuclear pore, these proteins will move into the nucleus through the nuclear pore and will reach this rRNA. So there will be what? rRNA will be there. That is nothing but the ribosomal rRNA, ribosome plus RNA, and now which got associated? Proteins. Yes or no? So these three together will form a unit or a structure and come out to the what? Cytoplasm in the form of subunit. We call it as the ribosomal subunit. What we call? Ribosomal subunit. So where the ribosomal subunit is formed? Obviously in the nucleus. How? The association of what will be there in this ribosomal subunit? The ribosome, RNA, that is rRNA here, and the proteins. So these subunits will form and they will form the complete structure, that is the ribosomal rRNA. Clear? So this is about the structure and how this particular rRNA is synthesized. And coming to the function of the rRNA is, the word is there, no, that is ribosomal. Very familiar and very lovable with the proteins. The function of the rRNA is it helps in the protein synthesis and it is hence involved in the translation. Clear? So this is about the rRNA. So in the next video we will study about the tRNA. So if you have any information about the rRNA, you can comment it below in the comment. You notice that if my videos are useful for you, please do share and subscribe and comment below. Thank you everyone. Take care. Have a good day. Bye bye.